Buddy, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, and welcome to Confessions of a Paper Addict. Today I am highlighting, my rainbow layout. Every design team member is, for their first project for the month of February, is featuring a layout with one of the rainbow cut files available. Now, here's why. Virginia has a class that she just finished doing. It's 6 lessons and there's 6 exclusive cut files for the class. It's $35 New Zealand dollars, whatever that equates to. And it's really cool. You get 6 separate lessons. There's an exclusive video to each one. Lots of really fun things. So a couple of us are going to be using some of the exclusive cut files so you can kind of get a little glimpse at what they're going to look like. You can only get them if you have the class. The rest of us are just working with the fun rainbows that are already in the shop. So I'm using this one. It's one of the stitched rainbow ones. It's so much fun. I ended up cutting it twice and then I stitched it, as you can see there. I have a feeling I'm going to fussy cut these out. I'm not exactly sure my plan, but I have this adorable photo of my little guy here. Oh my gosh, he was so happy and so cute. And he got, it's like a teething thing, but it's in the thing of a coffee, like a coffee cup you get from Starbucks or something. So cute. So I love this photo, and he's wearing some green there. So I did try to pull in some green colors. And then I used a stencil. I'm just not sure which one I'm going to do, but I used a stencil down at the bottom. So my plan is to put the photo probably down at the bottom and then the rainbows throughout. We'll get there when I get on fast forward. But I have 2 separate options to play with and what I want to do. I'm just not sure yet. But that is my starting off point. But I really wanted to make sure that I explained Virginia's class, because I think it's an excellent deal for everything you're getting, and it's just a lot of fun, and you really should head on over and pick it up. So the link will be down below, of course. So will the link for the Facebook group and the shop in general if you want to purchase any cut files while you're there purchasing the class. Okay, let's get on fast forward and get going. All right, so I'm going to start by doing a little bit of stitching on this stenciled coffee mug area. I'm going to stitch around by the hearts and stitch them in the colors that they are representing. I wanted to really give off that kind of fun color theme, and though I'm going non-traditional rainbow, there's no actual reds or yellows or purples for that matter, but I'm keeping in with the greens and blue tones. So I'm trying to highlight the fact that this is a rainbow layout in other forms, and that being showcasing that I'm using different shades of blues and greens, and the stitching I feel just kind of helps give that perspective that I'm trying to show off. So I take a little bit of time to do that. It doesn't take very long. It's maybe 10-minute project in total. It was pretty quick. I am using washi tape on the back of each one so that I know it's staying in place. I have gotten lazy with my stitching lately, and I've hardly been even tying knots to start them, let alone end them. So I need to do something to make sure that they're going to stay. So happy with that. Come back. This was a multiple day project, by the way. So there's different lighting, and I'm wearing different shirts. You're going to see it was a bit of I really wanted this layout to be perfect, so I really took my time and kind of came back to it when I got an idea, and then put it away and came back to it. The one idea that I did have, and I knew this right off, was that I'm gonna fussy cut out these gorgeous stitched rainbows that I used, and this particular cut file is called Stitched Rainbow. It is one section, so you can see that I have 2 rows of stitched rainbows, but really when you use the cut file, it comes in just one. And I decided, because I wanted there to be multiple, I just decided to do 2 rows. But it's a gorgeous cut file. It looks amazing when it's blown up to 12 by 12. I've seen a few projects with that, and it's one of my favorites. So they're all cut out. I'm going to kind of play, see what I want to do. Do I want to leave them in the rows? What do I want to do? In the end, I do decide that this isn't really what I'm wanting. I like that. I mean, in another layout for another photo, that clustering would have looked really cute with the photo on top. But that's not really what I'm going for. I'm trying to do a light and airy type layout and really let the photo show. So I'm going to try again. I get flustered with this. Actually, this is probably one of the parts that took me the longest, was to figure out the design of it. I love the white ones, like just the plain white stitched rainbows. And then I was having an issue with the multiple colors. I did 2 of them that had both blue and green with them, and I was struggling with those. So I take those away. And in the end, what ends up happening is I'm going to keep the white ones. And I'm going to keep 1 blue and 1 green. So it's, like I said, keeps it nice and light and airy, and it all just flows together. I'm also going to back my photo with just a little bit. I am playing with the Color Me Happy collection from Pretty Little Studios. You've seen it a ton on my channel lately. I am using it for my How to Kill a Kit with Style for both January and February. So I'm really trying to kill this kit. So you're seeing a lot of layouts with it. But I am using this as well. And thankfully, it's not overpowering with this one. It's there. I'm using the collection, but it's not too crazy. And here, my design is finally in place. So I use them kind of just like they're floating up. So like clouds would be, my rainbows are floating. And I just love how that looks. It makes me happy the way it looks. I love the texture from the stitching. It's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. I'm going to go with this. Now, this was probably the second day I had been working on it. I keep it like this for like a week. So here I am a whole week later. And what I'm doing now is adding in some clouds that I fussy cut from some of the pattern papers from that collection. And I needed some pops of black. And so those really helped kind of create what I wanted. And then in the photo, you can see me circling around where there's a bunch of just kind of junk in the background. And really what it is extra toys and stuff from where Barrett's sitting. And it was a little distracting. So I wanted to back and kind of hide that, which this title, So Much Fun, helped me be able to kind of hide all of that stuff. I also am going to be using this title, which is a few of Bear's fave things. My little guy, he doesn't gravitate towards a lot. He's got a couple things that are just his, and they're all his, and he doesn't care. Everything else, he just is kind of like, I'll play with it if you want me to, but I don't really care. He didn't gravitate towards very much, whereas my other 2 really had some favorite things. But in that moment, he really loved that little coffee cup thing for teething. He had that little fox down by his foot. You could pull it and it would like vibrate, and he loved that. He thought that was so funny. And then that little bear, his grandma gave him, and because his nickname is Bear, it's just pretty fitting, and we kept it by him. Maybe not his favorite toy, but we do try to have him play with it and keep it with him so he knows that it came from his grandma. So now I'm going to finish off this layout, and to do it, I'm just adding a few little puffy stickers here and there, a few little things, a couple sequins, not a whole lot, but I am proud of how it turned out. I love how I used kind of a non-traditional rainbow idea, but you can tell that it's rainbow themed, and I love that. So I'm very, very happy with the final results. Make sure that you follow along all month long and see who has created other rainbow layouts. We're all doing one for the beginning of the month, and we're all using a different cut file. So make sure that you come back and check out what everyone else is doing. Go check out Virginia's class if you're interested in that. It's a really good deal, like I said in the intro, so make sure you check that out. And I hope you all are just having a great start to your February. It's 2021, guys. We got through 2020. We're here at 2021, and it's slow. It's not as I think fast and as great as we all had hoped it would be. It wasn't a light switch, but we're getting through. So let's be thankful for that. There's a look at my finished layout, everyone. I'll see you all soon.